Right. Hey everyone, Kevin the Toy Smuggler here, and once again another evening live stream we're going on here. Some people get to join me tonight. I know it's a Friday night, but I'm kind of hoping since this stupid Corona crap's going on that there'll be some more people home. Maybe they can see this live feeds up and everything like that. Maybe you can join me in this discussion. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Starman project that me and Tim Smith are working on. And this is a collaboration between both me and him. Like I said, we've been good friends for a while, and we've been wanting to do a project together. And like I said, we got together this past September and talked about it and seen what we're going to do and stuff like that. And we're definitely going down the sci-fi fantasy realm, much like the old Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers kind of a feel. And the reason we picked this, we both love that genre because it's the good thing about that kind of genre is you can mix. It's got like a little bit of Star Wars, He-Man, Conan. It's just whatever your imagination can dream up of. You can really throw it in there and just have a ball with it. And there's very little chance of probably us getting bored with it. That's another good reason. So that's something we both love this kind of stuff, and that's the great thing since we've been talking together and collaborating on this, we think a lot alike. So we're gelling really good in that sense. So every time if I got a weird feeling about something, I let him look at it, and he usually ends up saying the same thing. And I got some really cool concept art. It's not finished yet, but we're doing the concept painting for the Arthur Taylor, doing a big painting of it. And like right now, we're still in the testing phase on how we're going to paint this book. So, but I got to show you an update here on where we're at. I remember showing you guys earlier this week the pencil drawing. See if I can get it all in the frame here. And this is, there we go. Corey, how you doing, man? Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm not done with it. Right here, I'm finally getting ready to work my way down. And like I said, this is our, this may even end up somewhere on the back of the toy art or maybe even the front. We're not quite sure yet, but we are making, like I said, this is just still a prototype picture where and I'll tell you the reason why it's still a prototype. But this is where we're at, guys. It's really coming along good. Having a lot of fun painting this stuff, guys. It's been fun. I'll keep showing this throughout the show. That way, if any new people pop on, they're not going to miss out on anything. And what we have here, see if I can get him in here really good. Here it is. This is an 8-inch style Mego figure with his little power sword or sword of power. We're not sure how we're going to call it. But the gimmick we are running with this deal is whosoever, not just him, any entity who is holding the sword, that's when you actually have power. If you get knocked down, knocked out, and you drop it, as soon as it leaves the hand, you lose the power. So it's a new gimmick we're going to try out here. But like I said, we're making 3 prototypes that's going to look exactly like this. Timothy Ward, awesome. Thank you very much, brother. Good to see you here. And what we're doing, we're only making 3 because right off the bat, because what we're trying to do is create a figure that when it comes in, it's very easy for us to put together. Because, but that might not be an issue here soon. But we do have a little wardrobe malfunction. Let me see if I get this. This jumpsuit was not designed to have any other kind of clothing underneath. So it kept wanting to slip. I actually got it sewed on right here. So what we're actually going to be changing, we're keeping the sword. We love the sword. We're keeping these almost piratey style. Alphatron, awesome. Thank you very much, brother. Glad to see you here. We're definitely keeping these boots. But what we're doing, this color blue here, he's going to have the black boots, solid blue jumpsuit, and he's going to the star that you've seen on the concept art. That's what it's going. He's going to have the big black star on it and everything. And Timothy and Alpha, I don't know if you guys got to catch the painting real quick. So I'm going to throw this up real quick. Make sure you guys get to see it too. There you go, guys. I'm not finished with it. Like I said, this is just a prototype. Like I said, we're already looks like we're going to change the outfit just a little bit, so slightly. But we really love this look, so we're actually going to make some kind of merchandise off this as well. Yes, love the sword style. I agree with you too. It works perfectly. So it has a good retro vintage feel, I believe. But we're definitely, when we're done, whether we use these clothes or not. We're actually probably going to make some kind of form of merchandise or a t-shirt option on this right here because I'm really enjoying it anyway. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, this is, like I said, this really, like I said, once we get it this is the last painting I showed you guys of the Conan. That was all acrylic painting. This one is straight up all oils. And the next test I'm doing is I'm actually going to be airbrushing acrylic, doing all the base color like that with the airbrush. Then I'm going to come back with the oil paint. So we're going to see which one looks the best, which one feels right. Me and Tim, funny thing, quick story I can tell you guys with me and Tim today. Like I said, the last couple weeks we've been really trying to figure out the colors and the look at everything. So today I had a few moments before the wife and kids got home before we went to go get dinner. I said, well, I'm going to go through some Rosetta artwork and stuff and download about 6 or 7 images so I can show them to Tim so we can be on the same page. So I shot them to him on Facebook. 3 minutes later, he pops up. He's like, dude, I literally just saved every one of these pictures within the last couple of weeks. So it's good to know, like I said, we're really on the same page and everything. But like I said, definitely the head sculpt here. I'm trying to make sure I get a good shot here of you guys. Like I said, we're using red hair. So something different. You always see the blonde or the dark brown. So we're going to something a little bit different. But we're definitely keeping the head style. Definitely keeping this sword. I love the sword. Like I said, we're just changing. And another thing is, too, throughout these books, like I said, book 1, he's going to have, like I said, the blue jumpsuit look. And probably the next series of 3 books, or because I think we're doing things in 3 story arcs. And then there's probably going to be more outfit changes just to kind of keep it updated and fresh and stuff like that. But the good news is, guys, listen up. This is very important. It looks like this is probably, it's not 100% official, but right now we are in the talks with a toy company that probably going to be making this for us, and it's going to be offered on their website to where I don't have to touch it at all. So when everything's done and we get one done in a package and we get it all figured out, sign all the contracts and everything, but we actually have a toy company interested in helping us push this product. And we're looking at only doing for right now probably 2-3 figures, get the ball rolling, and we'll see. Look, like the ginger look. Thank you. We just wanted something different. So that's a big news right now, guys. And it's right now the talks are going great. It seems to be a good company and willing to work with us. So, and like I said, and I told them if this right here will really help us go for maybe some extra publishing rights for a bigger company. I'm going to be pitching this to cartoons companies and stuff. And like I said, I'm going to be giving them sole action figure rights if things get bigger. So you help the toy smuggler helps you. But another good, give y'all a teaser look here. Our third, he's actually our third character that we're designing is kind of like a version of a Terminator-ish kind of Bone Brigade. We're calling them the Skeletals. And like I said, this is not ready by no means, but I just want to kind of get you guys in on all the processes going on. See, we got some more people coming. Emil, best wishes, man. Yes, it really does. Oh, cool story and personality. Yes, like I said, we're really going to be heavily on the story. But look at this, guys. Boom, we got us a cool 8-inch style posable skeleton, and we're trying to sci-fi this guy up, put some sci-fi mechanical stuff on him, and I think we're going to be for right now we're going to be keeping it this bone color and stuff. And right now it looks like he's going to have this we're calling an energy lance. So yeah, something cool. Has a little King Arthur feel, but yet we're definitely trying to keep the sci-fi look and stuff. And then later on, once we get things rolling really good and stuff like that, we're going to be upgrading this thing to more maybe some copper looking colors, more wires and junk. So, but this is our starting figure, our base that we're looking on. They're called the Skeletals. And they're going to be like your average stormtrooper, probe droids, or whatever, to the our big bad guy who's named Omega, the Black Knight. So, and hopefully here in the next few weeks, I'll have some rough prototypes to show you how that's looking. So we got Emil, I don't know if you got to see the artwork. Guys, I'm going to keep going back and forth. Everyone, try to make sure everybody gets to see everything. Here's the artwork once again that we're working with. Like I said, I can't wait to see this on a black t-shirt. I think it'll be really cool on a black t-shirt. So, but right now, like I said, guys, we're still in all this, just trying to figure out, it's all the little things. When you're creating something new like this, you get all these crazy ideas coming in your head, and you start throwing things on the wall, and you're just trying to see what sticks. Because one thing me and Tim, we agreed on right off the bat is, if we both don't agree 100% on something, we don't do it. And it don't matter if it's a color choice, story plot, design, whatever we decide to do. Because we're the only two part of this project. We're the only two a part of this company. We had thoughts at one time bringing a third person in on the writing part, but Tim suggested, because he talked to a few people, I talked to a few people, and like I said, so far when we started the writing process, he said, man, I think we're doing just fine on our own. So, but we do have my wife who's going to be staying in the background. She loves novels, and she writes. She's a very good writer and stuff. So when I get done writing, I'll probably be running for her so she can correctly spell things. I suck at spelling. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm very horrible at it. But she'll be able to get it and translate it to where everybody can understand it a little bit better and try to get my point across and stuff like that. So see what else we got going on out here. Thank you so much for you guys, everybody coming out here and joining me on this. If anybody's got any questions about this, please go ahead and fire away. I'm going to try to keep up here and stuff like that. I can kind of give you guys another quick update. I'm not going to pull it down off the shelf. That day when I went and got the Kraken, boy, was that a big emotional day for me, guys. And I still, man, every morning I stop and pause and look at the thing. But I actually found something else cool later on that day. Me and my wife had drugged me around all that day looking for furniture. Horrible. If it didn't start off with a crack, and that would just been a horrible day. But anyway, we was at an antique shop. See, yes, we are working on one. Trying to remember, Lamara. She is going to be if I'm not mistaken, alien-esque looking female, maybe has some horns, fiery red hair, but with a yellow skin body. So her hand tips are going to be like airbrush red, and we're looking at the feet coming up. So she's going to have yellow body with red accents, and we're even probably looking at maybe some blue horns on her. So we're still in the developmental stage, but we are already wrote down that her name is Lamara. So we got a lot of other cool characters. See what everybody else is running. Joints. See these things too. See. All the joints on these are your basic knee joints. They got the ankle joints, elbow. They're your basic. If you're anything familiar with the old Mego style, Batman and Robin and stuff like that, roughly the exact same style bodies here. There's very minute differences there. Vehicles, actually, that's maybe somewhere a little bit along the line, but we are looking at something similar to like a sky sled, like He-Man style, something very small, so like a sky sled they can ride around on, or some kind of skiff platform type thing. Now, I am slowly working on that. Me and Tim's working out some ideas, but the biggest thing that we're working here, guys, it depends on how many people start buying the books, buying the toys. If we get a lot of involvement, people help me share this thing. Really, I need your guys' help, and I'm just being honest with you guys. When I'm advertising this, I need you guys to go back to your Facebooks. Hey, check out Kevin the Toy Smuggler. He's got this Starman product. He does restorations. Let people know what I'm doing. That helps things like this, these independent products, really get out there and get traction and stuff. Guys, I can't do it without you guys. I can come out here and put 200% and work hard, but it's a relationship here. I got to have you, the fans, support me. And then, like I said, you guys, I had to say, are the greatest fans I could ever hope for. Because I couldn't tell you how many times, and I know this is getting personal here, but I want to personally thank every one of you guys. There's been a few times we've had some rude people pop up here and kind of made some slanderous notions toward me. And I kept my mouth shut, but you guys stepped up and really put these guys in their place and defend me when you really didn't have to. And if you were one of those guys, thank you so much. Because I hate really engaging with those kind of folks. Because even if I try to acknowledge it and be nice and answer them, sometimes that just adds fuel to the fire. And just so everybody knows, if you don't like what I do, don't watch it. I mean, I don't understand that, why anybody would want to watch something and they know they're not going to like it before they turn on. And if I actually, and then here's what I don't know about you guys, but when I'm skipping through YouTube and I'm looking for new people, cool people to check out, if I find somebody I don't like, I just keep on going. I don't thumbs down them or make some snarky ass comment. Come on, people. We're all adults here. Let's just be nice. If you don't like something, just don't like it and keep on moving. Don't be ugly to somebody. Because you know what? I'm here to tell you, because they can be like me, trying to do something new, trying to work hard, and it's not easy being on this side of the camera sometimes. It's pretty difficult. See, I got to see alien female hot. Yeah. And like I said, we're going with, like I said, that yellow and red. I think that's a cool look so far. See, I'm thinking a van. Might be a little big for right now. Like I said, we're trying to keep kind of like the biker scout type vehicles, keeping it small. Because like I said, unfortunately, with the 8-inch scale, kind of like what the Black Series run into with the 6-inch scale, I mean, you're looking at the snow speeder coming out, and it's only a 2-man vehicle, and it's going to be $120. So scale that up for an 8-inch figure, you're looking at 150. So don't want to put you guys, that'd be rough for everybody. So I'm trying to keep these affordable, likable. I want that retro feel. I just want you guys, if you decide to buy this book, decide to buy this stuff, it's going to remind you of the old Flash Gordon, He-Man, Buck Rogers. You can hang it up, take it out of whatever. I just want that good feeling about it. Just a good old classic sci-fi adventure fantasy. That's what I'm trying to bring back, the magic of the old storytelling. Let's see here, what else thank you, Alpha. See, biggest companies aren't giving the fans what they want, and I have to 100% agree with you, because I am totally shocked with, and I'm not bashing Hasbro, but it seems like the best thing that they have done, so it says in me knocking them, I'm going to give them a compliment what they are doing right. The only thing that I think that they have truly hit a home run is with this Mandalorian project. And I think, but hey, they got the right people involved. I can't remember the guy's name I think was over the writing for the Rebels and stuff like that. Sean Favreau. Come on, guys. When you get smart people who love the product, who knows the product inside and out, what do you get? Let's see here. Good product. Kind of funny how that works out. You can't take Star Wars just because it's Star Wars and slap it on anything and just throw it out there with any whim and care and think it's going to do good. Thankfully we do have it out there. The show proves that you cannot do that with any product. So it's just don't work. You gotta stop and take and care for it. Have respect. I mean, that's what we're trying to do with this. I know no one don't know anything about this, but guess what, guys? Superman, Batman, Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, at one point in time in history, they started just like what I'm doing right here. I got with another artist, and they sat down, started writing, coming up with ideas and stories and characters. All these products come out. That's how they all begin. They all begin the same way. And what I am trying to do with you guys is show you the behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm showing you everything that we're doing here from the ground zero. I want you guys to be a part of the experience with me. And that's something that I've been about the whole time since I'm very transparent. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best artist. I'm not the best sculptor. I'm not the best speaker. And point in fact, I've had too many damn concussions to be the best speaker. But when I do something that comes out of my mouth, it's from the heart. It's real, whether somebody likes it or not. And I try not to be ugly to other people. My biggest thing in life is to inspire people. to help other people. That's what I mean. I'm a motivator. I go to different companies, gyms and stuff like that, do motivational type speeches. There's a lot of crazy things that the toy smuggler does that you guys don't even know about yet. So, like I said, I know some of y'all don't know that I used to have had at one time a 21-year wrestling career. Loved it, broke many of bones, probably a couple gallons of blood I've lost over the years. But I tell you what, the people I met, the experiences, the business that I've learned, the merchandising that I've learned, all the stuff, a lot of the stuff I've learned, I've able to come back and bring it to these art ideas that I got. And it's really made a difference on how I'm pitching things today. Let's see, we got Corey's popping in here. Has been really great. I can't wait for the next season as well. I like I said, I really think only thing negative that I got to say about The Mandalorian is how Disney has done this whole freaking train with this whole Baby Yoda crap. And that it's just they got something hot and now they're just achy breaky heart song shoving it down our damn throats. And Disney, if somebody from Disney watches, listen, I like you guys. I wish you guys all the best luck in the world on this project to help turn everything around, turn the fans around. But listen, guys, don't take something that's good and ruin it. If you keep pushing this down everybody's throat, everybody's going to be sick of the damn Baby Yoda and not want to watch it and not care about it. So dial back a notch or two. Just give the fans like you started. Good story. I'm hoping Jon Favreau will get in there and kind of, but he's not a part on the marketing side here, on the merchandising side. So I guess Disney's just in so much debt, they got to make some money somehow. If it's off a little green figure, whatever. But crazy. See, we got some more people popping in here. Can't be exactly. It can't be the main focus in the future. I mean, it maybe here and there. But overall, it can't be the whole entire thing. I mean, and here's the thing with a story like Mandalorian. There's so many different stories you can tell, so many different options, directions. You just do whatever you want, and as long as you stay in the rule book of the time frame when they're filming, everything will be just fine. All they got to do is make it plausible and bring in. I love how they're bringing in older characters like the guy who plays the Ugnaught. Bring more. I wish I've seen I miss not seeing a Hammerhead. They need to bring like Hammerhead kind of instead of making these. That's the only thing I've noticed. A few of the aliens in this movie, I've never seen them before. Don't do that, guys. Go back to the old cantina. Get the Walrus Man look, the Hammerhead look, anything that was in that original movie. Get some of that look and make them into characters. I think that would be safer, and it would kind of give us something to kind of harken back to and to reflect on. And I just think that would be a little bit more of a New Hope kind of a feel if we go that direction. Right? Yeah, a bounty hunter, a babysitter. They were really that could have went so south really bad. It really could. And like I said, we're not with our storyline with the Starman. Like I said, I'm just going to keep changing the figure. If anybody else hops on here who's not seen the picture or wants to see it again, please just mention something. I'll pop it back up. And like I said, we're trying to create interesting characters. And also, too, I was going to mention this, and this kind of made me think of this. While talking to the toy company, we are, you all guys hear me talk about Santiago Cirillo. Like I said, he was in my last two movies that I filmed. He was Dread Drake, the ancient vampire. And it looks like we are looking at trying to develop the Jonathan Crosley hero character and the Dread Drake character that was in my movie, but we're doing it in a comic book look form, which will really work good with the toys. That way we can not create any new tooling costs and stuff like that. Then once we get the ball rolling, kind of get my old Paranormal Chasers product back out there. Because, guys, I got a lot of cool products out. And I'm really at a good point now to where I can really start working it. I'm getting known enough now, and I'm getting to be asked at different conventions to where now I'm getting looked at and heard to where maybe some of my properties that I own can get a good push and everything. See, somebody's right here. Keon Knight, or Neon Knight. Sorry about that. Light in my face here. See that. Mini Yoda. See, what do you have in mind for star main character? But yes, it's sci-fi fantasy, both. Like I said, very Flash Gordon / He-Manish. And then the backstory is Colonel Arthur Taylor, NASA astronaut. Him and a female, another male astronaut. They are in a small spaceship out studying a black hole. Well, of course, everything has to go all to hell. Well, they get sucked into the black hole, shot all the way across the universe, and boom, they come out, and the ship has been badly damaged traveling through the black hole. And Arthur Taylor orders everyone to get in their life support pods. They all jump in it, but unfortunately, his is the only one that ejected, and he floated above this planet for nearly 100 years before falling down into right in the middle of a battle. And that's how it kicks off, folks. He wakes up right in the middle of all hell breaking loose, of a whole bunch of different alien races come together to fight these cyborg skeleton type guys who is trying to just take over the whole entire planet. So there's your backstory, guys. So I hope that sounds interesting to you guys. Like I said, we're trying to keep the story simple, because really it's either going to be 3 books or 1 big book. We're still on the fence, and we might offer it as both. But either way, this 3-volume story is going to be like a 3-book arc, to where the first 3 books is just the big kickoff. It's like the first big movie, and boom, after that, we really get in the heart. By the end of book 1 or book 3, however we decide to format it, you will know the premise of the story. You'll know the setup. You kind of get a feel for the direction of this type of style writing we're going to do. You'll get a good feel of who are the bad guys, who are the good guys. And then after that, boom, it's off to the races. So, and I'm hoping we can do that story arc to where it just teases the hell out of everybody to where they want more. Bottom line, that's our goal. And just to kind of give you all a quick note, each panel, not really panel, but each page that we do a painting like this, our goal, each page, we're treating it like a standalone piece of artwork that can sell and be its own entity. That's how much level of time and effort that we're going to be putting in each one of these. So they're not just like, you will not see a page done like a comic book panel, quick and cheap and easy. You will not see that. We are not doing that. We are bottom the collaboration with me and Tim Smith is going to be one, like we both talked today, and we're both at the point in our artistic careers where we know we still not made it as best as we've not capped out yet. I still got a lot of growing room. He realized he's got a lot of room to grow, but with saying that, we are still at a point right now where we're kind of on fire. Everything that we kind of do sells, it clicks, it's working. So now's the time to really collaborate and go big. And that's what we're doing. We're going big. And if it sells, great. If it don't, we didn't lose nothing, guys. We're going to draw, paint, do something anyway. So why not go for it all? And that's what we're all about. See, it's got some people coming in here. See here. See, do you think there's hope for a new Buck Rogers or Battlestar Galactica? Probably more so the Buck Rogers versus Battlestar, because they'd already kind of did one of the Battlestar, a few years ago. So probably more so the Buck Rogers. And the reason I'm saying that is there's already been talks of a Flash Gordon movie in the same style how they're filming the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Guardians Galaxy was actually a Flash Gordon test run, and it passed exceedingly. So we definitely will see a Flash movie, maybe even a Buck Rogers movie. But if you do, it will either one of them or both will be kind of filmed in the Guardians of the Galaxy style. I do know that for a fact. Just what movie people I know in the industry and stuff like that, that's the behind the story, their premise that they're banking on is that retro slapstick humor, high pace, high action kind of movie. And I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I think the first movie was great, and I actually think the second movie was even better. So, I mean, whoever done the writing on both of those done a very good job. Great characters, just a lot of fun. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, thank you. See, Neon Knight. Thank you. Thank you. See, I'll be looking for it on the pegs. Thank you very much. Yeah, like I said, well, guys, when I get it all figure out how we're going to sell this, whether it be on a website or whether it will be a pre-order deal. As soon as we get all that right now, like I said, we're so looking at so many different options. The bottom line, we're trying to make sure we can produce this to where we can sell it to you guys at an affordable price. Bottom line, it's got to have the quality. It's got to really try to be that 90% resemble to our characters in a story. Then number three, we're trying to make sure we make it affordable. So, and that's why I was talking to the toy companies. And like I said, guys, anytime you can come to my YouTube channel or the Facebook Sexton Creations and make a cool comment. Hey, I want to buy in on Starman. Please put it in there. That's something I can save and put on a Word document and show it to this toy company that, hey, I got some fans who really want this. So see what, oh boy, people just talk. Hey guys, this is amazing. I'm gonna have to start doing Friday nights at 9 o'clock more often. This is great. See, love to see Buck and Flash taken back to their comic book pages, old school movie robots. Love Sky Captain and Rocket Man just because it's old pulp vibe. And exactly, I couldn't agree more. And that's what we're doing here. And it's just retro's in, guys. I mean, retro, man, I was retro years ago. And I'm just glad the retro's finally mainstream has caught up with it, so I don't look like so much like a nerd. I'm just glad retro and the stuff that we all like we're the cool guys now. And I think that's so amazing because I remember in high school when I talked about this stuff, I was the nerd and I didn't give a damn. So really didn't. See, Timothy, see, I like to see a video on how you make the card backs. I do got a little snip, like a 3-minute deal, but I will make a bigger video just for you, pal. I'm glad you mentioned that. I may even just set up a table behind me and just show you guys live. It takes probably a 10-minute process, so 10-15 minutes. So that'll make a cool live video. So what I'll do, Timothy, if I decide to do that, I will make sure I will put an event thing up and give everybody 3 or 4 days notice on, and I'll probably do a good Friday night like this too. That way, because obviously we're getting a lot of feedback here. So I might do that soon just for you, man. Thank you for asking for that. And it's not really hard, but I tell you a good key thing, guys. Don't make card backs on your home printer. Find a good print shop in your area, whether it even be Office Depot. And I will tell you guys what kind of paper to use, the type of finish of the paper, the whole. No secrets here, guys. I'm not here to look what I can do. Nanny, boo. Hell, that's bull crap, guys. If you guys want to learn how to do something, just ask and I'll show you how I do it, man. I'm not here to hold back. Let's see here. See, how cool is it for you to be part of Star Wars history with the Bantha? To be honest with you guys, it has been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm not going to lie. It has, being a part of the history of it is no one can ever take that away, and I love that. And I am using the Bantha as a catapult to try to push the Starman and everything else that I'm trying to do. And hey, you got to springboard off something. And then my Bantha was my first big break. And the downside of it, there's been a lot of negative talk about it and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you guys, sooner or later, this thing will go to production. I'll keep the Bantha crap short and sweet. Sooner or later, it's going to get there. Okay? When? I ain't got a clue. I'm in the dark just as much as you guys. But here's the cool thing. The original idea was to make 1,000 of these things. I don't see it making I don't see it even making 500 of these. So when you finally get this baby in your hands, it's going to double in value. And I think once we find out exactly, I'm thinking 300 plus is only going to get made. Woo! The value of these things and you think the sale barge has got a resale value? No, this bad boy will outdo the sales barge. I'm here to say the resale value on this thing, I think it may even pass that just because if anybody knows how many sail barges, I mean, was it 1,500 backers or 3,000 backers. If anybody can remember that number, please throw that in the chat thing. But still, the thing started off at $600, and now you can probably get one for about 1,200 or 1,300. But still, guys, I'm telling you, the Banth is going to be worth, probably by the time you get it, in between $700 to $1,000. That because how rare it's going to be, and it's just, and it has the retro feel. I think that's one thing that me and Chris Smith worked really good on to make sure we delivered that, and I've not heard anybody have any complaints with that. Thank God. And I hated that because of doing the biggest thing that Smith Lord's ever created, and I was the first American artist to ever work anything. I ain't gonna lie, guys, I was a little nervous. Man, I hope I don't screw this up. But I went big and it worked. And that's all you can do, folks, is just give it all you got and let the chips fall after that. See, Tim Ford, sweet. See, I bought a vintage carded Tuscan Raider just so I could justify buying the Bantha. I tell you what, the carded, I don't have any carded vintage Star Wars, but you can really, if you dig hard enough, go to enough flea markets, enough yard sales, and a lot of these little toy shows, you can find a lot of cool Tuscan Raiders for around $5. Don't worry about the stupid capes. And actually, I got a trick. I can do a video on that to show you guys how to make some cheap capes for these things and to make them look a whole lot better. I got a new thing I'm coming out with on there. Yes, can't wait to get the Banth. Hell, I can't wait to get mine too. So I requested to get a loose one and a boxed one. So we'll see how that works out, because I'd love to have, my goal is I was going to make a custom shell for it. Have the box version dead center, the loose the actual toy that comes out, and the loose prototype on either side. I just think that'd be sweet. I was going to mount it right here above my screen, so every day when I look up, it's like constant reminder, where I've been, reason why I'm here now, and stuff like that. So it'd be cool if I can get one of each. See, the real Ghostbusters Kenner figures are being reissued. Yes, they are. And the funny thing is, I've actually just got done buying my daughter's getting ready to be 4. She is obsessed with Ghostbusters. So I actually found these toys about a good 6 months ago and cleaned them up for her and everything. And she has this went, and she's still nuts today. And when she's seen the new movie trailer, we was at Walmart just a few weeks ago, and she seen the Playmobil Firehouse. Oh my gosh, she about jumped out of the daggum buggy. I mean, like never contained her on that. So I'm excited about the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm excited about the new 6-inch scale figures. I think they're going to be great. I'm actually just might have to buy into that. There's not a whole lot of new toys coming out, except for the Mattel He-Man figures. I'm going to have to get my hands on a couple of those. They're looking, at least that first round of the Beastman, He-Man, the Skeletor. Man, with that whole Mark Taylor style, that's looking great. Let's see what else are here. Keith Holmesley, absolutely. See, sick PPL charging arm. Oh, the proton pack thing. Yeah, I hope they keep it simple and everything. But I did notice, looking at the pictures from the New York Fair, that the new reissue Ghostbusters from the vintage line, the sculpts do look a lot softer. Though they're obviously, with just glancing at them, because like I said, I got a set, I got my daughter set, and then they're extremely well made figures, very well. They look simple, but once you get these figures in your hand, guys, they're probably one of the top quality figures made back in those days. I mean, them damn things tough as nails. It's just amazing how well they were made. See here. Thank you very much, guys. Like I said, I try to keep guys in line. Like I said, when I get these ideas on what videos to do and stuff like that. But yeah, and plus, I had that little deal about talking about the G.I. Joe. What was that crap called? I hate to say it like that, but I just wasn't very impressed. Like I said, if you guys, I did like the Snake Eyes, and I think the Duke looks pretty good. But I was just the Scarlet, I was very disappointed in. And the Roadblock, he didn't look great. He didn't look bad. I mean, I don't think I can say majorly negative. His face sculpt looked really good, but I just think the big old huge stupid gun he had this took the military off of it, and I think what made GI Joe great was having that original core military feel. Now I think some characters like Zartan, who is my favorite GI Joe of all time, I'm in great fear right now on what they're going to make him look like. So I don't know. Okay. And they've only made one good Zartan. Every Zartan they've ever made after that gets stupider and stupider and stupider. And it's extremely annoying. It's to the point, I guess I'm just going to have to make my own damn Zartan, I guess. So I just hope they do a good one and I can get it and not have to think about it or worry about it. Let's see here. See, I'm making a custom 6-inch Snake Eyes right now. Awesome. Please make sure you go to my Sexton Creations Facebook if you don't mind, Keith, and post it on there. I love to see it and check it out if you don't mind. I always like seeing what you customizer guys do. Actually, just so you guys know, when you guys do customs and stuff, this excites me and it gets me just want to get back in my art room and work that much harder. So, let's see what we got here. See, don't collect because all the potential resale value. I'm not above ripping a vintage 60 G.I. Joe. See, nurse out of the box. Here's the thing, just so I like to say something to you first. Collect how you like to collect. And I always tell people, don't collect for money value or try to, if you're collecting to resale, you probably ain't going to enjoy it a whole lot because reselling toys, it's a tough business. You may sit on a product for a couple years and that could be a good thing. Well, and I tell you what, I bought a bunch of dirty He-Man stuff a couple years ago. A whole bunch. Everywhere I found, I was finding them 3, 5. Cleaned them up, spent 2 years finding accessories and getting them all ready. And the profit I made off that is what made the Kraken happen. So to me, that was a 2-year long, laborious cleaning and matching things up, not for a money value, but I've been dying to have one of them things ever since I was a kid, and I finally got it. So if you collect to resell, you won't enjoy it. But if you are well, here's what I always say. If there was a cartoon that you loved when you were a kid or TV show or a toy you said, if you collect to try to get back those feelings and memories, you will love collecting. It will be enjoyable. There's the amazing people. I mean, look here, guys. Look at this list of people we got here tonight. This is amazing. And guys, if you all ever get a chance, if you hear I'm going to be a convention near you, please come find me. Introduce yourself. I would love to meet each and every one of you guys because you guys really don't know how thankful I am that you guys are come up here tonight, taking time out from your families and spending time with me here for, gosh, over 40 minutes now. Thank you so much, guys. This means the world to me. This is what I was hoping really soon, that these live streams, because this really is, I love this format. I love being live. Like I said, I used to wrestle doing live commercials. Boy, that was suck. Doing a live commercial and you can't mess up. Interesting. It can be very interesting. So I love going live with everybody. Let's see here. G.I. Joe is the best when it focuses on the military roots. I couldn't agree with you more. And I didn't mind some elements of the sci-fi storytelling, but I think when you're involving, it's kind of like the Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones was based archaeologically, and that's all real history. There's archaeologists running around, and they have dealt with the occult and some fantasy stuff. But I think you always got to make sure you root those storylines with 90% facts. And then if there's a 10% window or gap that you can throw a little bit of fantasy and mystery in, I think that's great. But you don't need to go overboard. And G.I. Joe, unfortunately, what was it, around 87, if I'm not mistaken, just kind of went over the hump and just kept on going and never got back out of it. And it was tragic, very tragic. See here. See, did they ever make a wrestling figure of you? Unfortunately not. But I'm glad you mentioned wrestling figure of me. I'm not looking at doing a wrestling figure, but I'm hoping before this year's out, I am going to have like a mego style toy smuggler figure. That's a goal of mine, and I'm already working on a. We're like I said, we're doing the comic book style of the Jonathan Crosley, which that was the character I played in my Paranormal Chasers. But I'm actually doing the head sculpt, and that will able to work for either the toy smuggler or that character. The funny thing is, the character in the movie is very much like myself, and I kind of played an ass, but everybody loved it. Everybody thought I done a good job on it, and loads of fun doing that. And like I said, when Santiago came on board, it was just like I said, the things I do, whether it be the art, the movies, and even wrestling, you just meet a lot of great, cool people. Guys, get off your butt, live life. If you have a dream, go for it. Because I'm telling you, that's where you'll meet some of the coolest people in the world. Is when you're out there chasing your dream, you're bound to run into somebody else who's chasing theirs. And I'm telling you what, there's nothing like meeting other cool people and hearing them that they're struggling and fighting to go after their dreams just like you. And it's a great bond to get out of to get with other people. See here. See, Analog Toys is in my top 10 favorite channels. Mine too. Actually, Tony probably ranks in the top 2. Be honest with you, I love Tony to death. He's an amazing person. Just a great guy, and I need to Skype him again. Like I said, it's been a while since we Skyped together. I gotta get on there and talk to him a little bit. See what else you say about Tony here. Tony has the same love of Action Man as I have for vintage GI Joes. The greatest thing happened is that the States was Joe was with the adventure team. Yes, I agree with you, and I really miss. I would like to see G.I. Joe come back and do more of those adventure style 12-inch scale stuff. I hated that when they come out with that, the mummy, the King Tut sarcophagus, it's like the dang thing was short. And it's like, no, make that thing huge. So I would love to see them to come back and do another Bigfoot or Yeti version. That would be neat. I love Bigfoot. I'm gonna have to create some kind of Bigfoot character in this thing. So see what I said. Yeah, Tony does a great job with Analog Toys. Yeah, Tony's just amazing. See, did you see the custom figure of Michael French I made? Yes, I did. I think I did catch a pic of that. Yes, very good work. Very good work. If you don't mind, go to Sexton Creations. I would love to have send me a digital copy. I love to put that on a file and keep up with that. Like I said, I love checking out you guys' work. It's amazing. See, love the memories of the childhood. Aussie brother. Yeah. See, Sean Safford, what's up? Hey, man, working way too dang hard, doing way too much. And unfortunately, this daggum coronavirus bullcrap. I don't know if you guys heard, but I have some horrible news. My wife just told me probably an hour before I got on here, Toylanta has closed. They're not going to be happening in, next weekend. So I have not yet called Martin yet, and I'm sure Martin's going to be getting with the hotels, and hopefully sometime between now and the summer, Martin will get with the hotels and give us a new date, and we can all be able to get there and redo the panel. But I am extremely disappointed because I wanted to go dig in a whole bunch of pile of toys that weekend. Because Martin said it's one of the greatest places to go dig, and I was going to dig like a beaver, man. I was just going to go in there and just go like mad in that place. And I was really looking forward to doing the Bantha panel. So maybe it getting put off might be a good reason. Maybe when I do finally get to go, maybe early this summer, I'm sure Martin's going to get on top of it, folks. So don't worry. As soon as Martin gets it cleared for the hotels, I'm sure he'll be posting the date, and we'll be getting there. And then maybe I might have some amazing good news about the Bantha to talk about. So that'd be great. So yeah, if anybody's out there would like any kind of certain topics that you want me to do on these live feeds, please just put them in any of the comments. If you want to check out any of my artwork, I got some t-shirts for sale on Zazzle. Just go to the Zazzle page and type in Sexton. If I'm not mistaken, it's _Sexton. But if you just type in Sexton Creations, I'll pop up. But I think the legitimate thing is the underscore bullcrap. So I'm trying to think. I think I had another announcement. Let's see, some of you new guys popping up. I'm going to show you guys the artwork. I'm not done with it. The artwork here for the Starman, Arthur Taylor. Trying to get it all in here. For some of you guys, Sean and everybody popping in here. Real quick, get everybody a look. And I'll hold up the prototype figure one more time. Thank you guys for coming in. Like I said, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can take a look at it. He's got a cool sword. We're actually going to be changing the outfit real quick to the full navy blue and stuff like that. So, and guys, I ain't gonna lie, I am like a kid in a candy store. I feel like I'm 10 years old again, being able to create this kind of stuff. This is just, it's just fun. And I think that's what art and this kind of business is supposed to be at. It's supposed to be do what you love doing, and you'll never work a day in your life. And guys, I can stay up all night long, just putting it to the grindstone. This ain't work. When you're doing your passion, it's just not work. Hey, designing this is better than digging ditches any day. I'd rather, if I didn't make a dime, it'd be better. See. Yeah, check Gary's channel out. That'd be great. Yeah, awesome channel. And hey, just so you guys know, the guy Michael Gunter from Battlegrounds. That's where y'all know I do all my toy restoration and stuff. I'm always hanging out there. Well, he actually has started up his own YouTube channel. So go to Michael. Just go to YouTube, type in Michael Gunter, and he talks about a lot of getting things graded. He talks about like a vintage Ninja Turtles. He talks about a lot of sideshow projects and hot toys. He's a huge hot toy fan, man. He's got an awesome collection of hot toys. So that's the kind of things he'd be talking about, the grading and the hot toys and stuff. See here. The art reminds me a bit of, oh, thank you very much. That is that's a very good compliment for the Celtic Comics. I hadn't heard that name. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he friends with Frank Frazetta? If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember. Wasn't he a little skinny guy? I'm trying to remember. I hadn't heard that name in ages. Been a long time. So, but trying to see I thought I had something else to talk about. See here. I made a custom Knight Rider flag, tractor trailer, dear Lord, and Goliath 1/24 inch. My gosh, that definitely send me pictures of that with measurements. I can imagine how big that is, even in 1/24 scale. Oh my gosh. See, love from Ireland. See, all the art is good. Your art is so good. Thank you for sharing. I don't know who this is, but yeah, thank you very much from Ireland. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I didn't know I can reach anybody now. That's the greatest thing. That's one thing I have to say, guys. The cool thing about YouTube, and YouTube, I have to say, I love YouTube better than any other format out there right now. And I love Ireland. Just so you guys know, I am actually Irish, by the way. So go. I'm a Notre Dame fan all the way too. So, go for Ireland, man. So, thank you for coming on the show. Very much. Thank you very much. And like I said, guys, oh gosh, where was that there for a second? I almost got lost. It got me hooked. I got thinking about the Fighting Irish there for a second. But YouTube, YouTube versus any other format. I'm half and half with Facebook. I'm on Twitter, by the way, Sexton Creations Twitter. Twitter's a weird one. I engage a lot on Twitter, but every once in a while I get spurts, people engaging back. But I actually get more engagement when I'm talking to Sarah Frazetta and then the other Frazetta groups, the Frazetta, Frank Frazetta Jr. and stuff like that. But the more artists I intertwine with versus fans. It's very weird. Twitter, I don't know. I guess I've not been on Twitter long enough to get a good flow on it yet. See. But I will mention this. What day was it? Wednesday morning, guys. I think that was the first morning this past week I did not go live early in the morning. And I'm glad I didn't. I was hurting. I had a rough workout Monday, and I really hurt both my arms pretty good. So by Tuesday night, I was sore as hell. I was ill. I woke up in the middle of the night, and my wife usually leaves the TV on, and of course, everybody's heard Jimmy Fallon. Well, on Jimmy Fallon, so he had as a guest that stupid girl from TikTok, the one that's supposed to got so many millions or billions of views. And the funny quick story about that, I seen her about 3 or 4 weeks ago on Gary V. Did watch a lot of Gary V until I watched this episode. And anyway, he had her sister, and her family on there, and they just talk about how TikTok's the next big thing, and that she's got all these followers, and she's got all these people calling her up about merchandise deals and crap. And I'm like, okay, well, what does she do? Is she smart? Does she have talent? What are her talents? And nothing. Dead silence on anything interesting about this. Now I went on there and I actually got to watch. She shook her ass for 15 seconds. Boom. She's known around the world, and everybody wants to have her on TV show. I'm like, what the hell? Some stupid teenager. And I got to looking at the rest of TikTok. All it is a bunch of girls shaking their butts. And I'm like, Gary, how in the hell is this going to help the toy smuggler? No one's going to give a flying flip about toy videos with a million women shaking their butts on there. No one's going to give my stuff a time of day. And guys, I don't know how you guys feel, but that format is that I'd rather be here with you guys who appreciate the hard work that I'm putting in this versus just seeing some stupid girl shake their butt for 15 seconds. Come on, guys. I'm a guy. But there's more to life than just watching that for 15 seconds. Come on, guys. And I have not watched Gary V since. So, Gary, I'm going to have to shoot you an email, and we'll see what happens with that. I was extremely disappointed, and it pissed me off so bad. It kept me up all night. I was going to come in here. I was going to do one hell of a video on it, and I thought, I'm just a little too ticked to be talking about this live, and I figured I'd just come across the wrong way, so I decided not to do it. Now, waited 2 days before I did a video to chill out. So now I can at least tell you guys the story and laugh a little bit about it. So, see, the greatest thing about the internet is that you can talk to anyone in the world. Yes, as long as their government doesn't ban you. Yeah, like, as long as you're not threatening their government, talking about bombs and bull crap and stuff, yeah, you're probably all right. And that's the greatest thing. Get to know people all the way around the country. Like I said, two of my greatest friends right now, that's really, bottom line, I don't know if you guys all heard the story, but it's really getting to know Michael from Retro Blasting, Tony from Analog, and Toy Ploy Dave. Those three guys is really what inspired me to become the toy smuggler. And I watched those guys this for about a year, and what happened was, what really kicked it off, my wife came in, and I think she heard Tony say something. She goes, "That sounds like something you would say." And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much, I would probably say the same thing. And she goes, "Why don't you do videos like this? You can restore toys. I mean, you can talk about stuff." And sure enough, a few months later, Toy Smuggler was created. So, and here we are, guys. And guys, just talking about it, I can't remember what video this is, but I'm like just a dozen videos away from my 100th video. So I'm going to try to plan something big, something pre-recorded for the 100th if I can do it around. So, but yeah, number 100 is coming up, folks. And, I'm actually very excited about that. That's a big deal for me. See here. See, famous for being famous. Yeah, fame is a funny thing. Fame can be a good thing. Fame's like money. If you're using it right for all the right reasons, money's great. But sometimes money just ruins certain people. Certain people just can't handle money. Certain people can't handle fame. It's just unfortunately, fame and money, if you have any kind of root problem about yourself, boy, it magnifies it quick and really hard. So see here. These people have no talent on. Thank you very much. I agree with you 100%. It is. And I just don't understand that kind of stuff, guys. I mean, because here's why, just so you know, I'm just being honest with you guys. I have spent the last 15 years on a mission to try to be the best artist that I can be. My biggest goal is whenever I die, whenever that day is going to happen, that 50 to 100 years after that, people will still be going on the computer watching toy smuggler videos, watching me doing something. It's not about a painting that I do. It's not about a toy that I create. It's my goal 15 years is, can I make a legacy? Do I have what it takes to make a legacy? I don't know, but I damn sure going to give it 200%, just so you guys know. So it's I'm an oddball. I mean, not everybody likes what I say sometimes. I'm working on that. I'm trying to be a little bit more tactful and stuff like that. But I think I'm a good-hearted person. I'm a very passionate person, and guys, everything I do, I throw 200% in it. I mean, I've landed in the hospital 2 or 3 times on getting on kicks and pushing myself, and yep, landed in the hospital. So my wife's been getting on to me for that. So I gotta kick back on a few things, not be so intense. So I'll push myself in the grave is what everybody tells me. So see here. Too ticked to be talking. Best pun ever. See, appreciate it all, dude. Your talent is the reason I'm here. No ass shaking needed. Thank you very much. Just talent. You're an artist. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, by the way, everyone pay attention to all the comments on these various toy channels. Everyone has their own tricks and tips and a lot of good info. Yes, they do. And that's one thing I always say. If I ever, guys, tell you guys how I do something, and that's all it is this is how I do it. That don't mean I'm the best at it. And like I said, if you want to learn how to restore toys, go watch Dave, Toy Ploy. I mean, you'll from all A to Z. If you watch all his videos, you'll get pretty daggum knowledgeable about it. When I get stuck, I go watch Dave, and every once in a while, I'll send Dave some helpful tips. Just that's how you watch it, guys. And and here's another thing. There's 10 ways from Sunday to do everything. I mean, so there's no just one right way. And sometimes the right way for you is just being able to use what you got access to. Because us being in different countries than what Dave and what Tony is, they got access to different things that we don't. We got access to they don't. So, and growing up in different cultures, I mean, and it's all different, but it's all good. That's the greatest thing. It's all good. It just what I tell everybody: enjoy watching a little bit of everybody, and if you learn something, 2 thumbs up, share it with somebody else. See, love your art and the community. You ain't an oddball, old son. You're just an honest man. Thank you very much. Thank you. See, your Dubach will be played with for years. See, art stays in gallery. Great art gets played with. Thank you. And I can't wait. I can't wait to sit down with my little girl. And my little girl I have really trained her on the art of vintage toys. I will show you guys. Y'all hear me talk about this, but time to show and put my mouth to the test here. So this is my office that we're in. Next door is my actual art room. Here is, I keep a little small toy box for my little girl. I'm going to show you guys quick little things what I training my daughter the art of toys. We got guys like Trap Jaw, Vintage Dubach, Marshmallow Man. We got Battle Cat. We got some of the new Scooby-Doo characters. I love Scooby-Doo, guys. I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. Vintage Ghostbusters. All full amounts of vintage Ghostbusters. Vintage Ninja Turtles. We got from the King. I love this King Kong movie with Jack Black. A lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. I think Jack Black is amazing. I think if you, even though the CG was great and all that, but I think if you take Jack out of it, I don't think it would have. He really, I don't know. The guy, he's just a good character actor. You can't watch Jack Black and not laugh. Dude's amazing. And I call this guy Bruce. I can't remember, but he comes from those Adventure Toys that you see from like the Adventure Ocean toys. I love those things. They used to be at Toys R Us a lot. Now Walmart starting to count them. One of the best great white sharks there is. But like I said, this full of cool toys. Like, gotta dig it out. Gotta have a Prince Adam. You know, we even got this is an actual vintage Simba, guys, from way back then, back in the late 90s. So a lot of cool toys here. Like I said, my little girl likes Matchbox cars. So I got her tons of those in here. She drives me insane with this, guys. You know how hard it is to draw on the computer when sometimes I hide this thing. But there you go. That's my Dollars Carries toy box that I keep in here. See here. See what I can see. Love it. Thank you very much. See, have you heard of the Craftsman? Yes, I love the Steady Craftsman. Awesome little channel. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. There's just a lot of amazing, great, talented people out here. I have not got to meet him or talk to him yet. I have not been able to do that yet, but I love to get to know that guy. He's kind of like Dave in a lot of ways. Just always testing and trying new things out. I love it. Just love it. See here. So I used to keep all my action figures in Star Wars lunchbox. I used to do the same thing. I used to have the red Empire Strikes Back lunchbox that had like the little honeycomb ghost little thing, octagon or whatever. It had the picture of Luke and the Vader sword lightsaber fighting in it. See. Greatest collection of vintage toys. Great. Thank you very much, Timothy. Yeah, like I said, my daughter, she got the, what do you call it? The Monster High Girls. And I don't mind buying her those. Those are pretty cool toys and stuff. She's not into really Barbie toys. The only Barbie kind of toy she's into, of course, is Frozen. Oh, gosh. That stupid Frozen song all day long. But other than that, I do have to say, Disney has done a very good job on both those movies. They have a good, well-written, iconic flow about them. They've done very good on both of those movies, I have to say. See, Jack Black, King Kong was a great, another throwback. Bruce is the shark from Jaws, according to the producer. Right, yeah, the Bruce was the shark. I think they made 3 sharks, and Bruce was the only shark that actually swam, and I think he was the one that could only swim to the right, I think what it was. I think one, they burned it up, and the other one just sank, and they didn't even get to use it. So, see, and Ram Man was always stunk. Yeah, the Ram Man thing, the character-wise, I didn't. They made him an idiot in the cartoon, and I'm not big on toys that are designed around gimmicks. I'm not big with action crazy gimmicks. I just like enough posing articulation to where they can move around, sit in ships, do whatever. Not hyper articulation. About 10 points is all a decent action figure really needs. Depends on the scale as well. I think these Mego styles are roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Looking at roughly about 14, but they're 8 inches tall, so they can handle a few more articulation. But as far as this, and even 12 inch now, you can probably get more up there to the 19, and it works a lot better, like your vintage Action Man and stuff like that. But the bigger you are, the more room you got to work with that kind of stuff. Let's see, Let It Go. Oh yeah, not like I've heard that a million times. Let's see, if I had $1 every time I heard that, I could have bought the Kraken a couple of years ago. See, the Robbie the Robot at Walmart. Yes, and that was pretty neat. It's a different color. They definitely changed the color placement, but he still looks cool. And I actually was at Wonderfest up in Kentucky last year, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they had 7 of them life-size robots. It's amazing. Man, these guys who make that stuff, craftsmen. That's all I gotta say. They're craftsmen. I love the old Land of the Lost TV show anyway. I love all them old stuff. Yeah, amazing lights and sounds on it and everything. Now, also, too, on roughly about the same spot, the Iron Giant, I think they got like an 18-inch tall toy. If that goes on, gets a little bit cheaper, I'm dying to get my hands on one of them and do a repaint on it. I'd love to really dingy that thing up and put some rust on it and stuff like that. And it's good to see a few weeks ago seeing the Mattel He-Man / wrestling figures. I'm excited. I may end up getting me one of those He-Man wrestling rings. I got one of the old WrestleMania wrestling rings. But if that thing goes on sale and I catch it, I don't want the one with the two figures, the John Cena and stuff. But I would like to have just a plain wrestling ring. And the funny thing with that is, guys, this is why I guess it's kind of hit me at the heart reason why I like seeing the whole He-Man stuff. Because back when I was young, the AWA Wrestling Association, they came out with the first ever wrestling ring toy, and you had Rick Martel, Ric Flair. I think yes. Let's see here, folks. And see, I still got one. I still got my Larry Sabisco and everything. And guys, and I used to get Skeletor versus Larry Sabisco in the old AWA wrestling. I'm like, why in the heck? I mean, that was during those mid to early 80s, wrestling was hot. It might not have been worldwide, but wrestling fans, we were ruthless, man. We was diehard fans, and man, it was every night I got my He-Man figures, and I had the Road Warriors, the Cowboy. I'm trying to remember those Cowboy guys. And I had the Freebirds. I had all three of them. And so, man, I used to have what they're pitching now in 2020, I was doing back in 1982, so 83 and stuff like that. So it's kind of funny to see, once again, something cool and retro is the hot top thing nowadays. So very cool to see that. See here, Mego is very close to the vintage 60s G.I. Joe Action Man. Yes, it's just a smaller format. So, like I said, the reason I like the old Mego style, because my very first action figure was the Batman and Robin, and I had a couple of the Planet of the Apes. I am a huge vintage Planet of the Apes fan, and I don't have none of those, and it kills me. I guess I'm just going to have to sculpt some ape heads. It may happen this year. If I can't find one, that was one of the big things I was going to look for at this toy show, was some vintage Planet of the Apes characters. I love to have some of those. See here, see, especially when they're adding the rookie police cars and a couple of officers and stuff like that. Yes. See here, didn't know that. Looking it up. Thanks. Yes, the Robbie, that's a good $20. It's a good deal for that. It really is. It feels like it's pretty well made as well. See, would you Veer make a Mad Max Warrior figure? Ah, huge Mad Max fan. Man, I remember when that movie came out. I never did go see the Fury Road. It just looked like it had too much CG involved in it. So that's why I've not, but I heard they done good with it, but I'm a Mel Gibson fan. So see. Would I ever make one? The funny thing is, and if I've known you was going to ask this, befriend me if you're on Facebook, Sexton Creations. Send me a friend request. I actually made a guy had a Mel Gibson, if I'm not mistaken, 12-inch figure from I can't remember what it's from, but he wanted me to make the Mad Max version head, and I actually sculpted a Mad Max version head, and I got some somewhere back here in a tote. But I would love to show that to you, is the reason why, if you can do that. I might, if I get a chance, if I ever find, I think I got 2 of them left, I'll set one out here. That way next time I can show it to everybody. So, see, what was my wrestling finishing maneuver? It was the Neckbreaker. I was known as Risk Taylor, Red Hot Risk Taylor. And I was the guy. I was one of the first ones when the hardcore first start going. Back when ECW was doing, I was actually asked to go to ECW, and refused to get on steroids. And Paul Heyman wouldn't let me come on unless I put on an extra 30 pounds. And he said, "I'll even buy it for you," and couldn't do it. A lot of people said threw away a chance to ever go major or huge, but life's all about choices, people. And sometimes I'm not a drug user. So if it takes drugs to do that, then I'm not going to do it. So that's the bottom line. So don't regret it one bit. So, but like I said, my finish maneuver at one time, like I said, it was a Neckbreaker, and one of my most favorite finish maneuvers was a crossbody off the top rope. That was probably my most favorite finish maneuver. See here. Yep, that was definitely the living legend, Larry Sabisco. You got that right. See here. Thank you. Good choice. It definitely was. Sometimes, guys, I know a lot of people put a lot of hype on fame and being number one. If you're, say, like I said, I was a professional wrestler for 21 years. I actually held 17 championship titles. Now, I never did hold a world belt or nothing like that. But guess what, people? Many years before I ever stepped a foot in the ring, everyone said I would never do it. Was too little, too small, too stupid. Hey, 21 years, 17 belts proved them wrong. And like I said, I fulfilled my needs in it and walked away with my head held up high. Yeah, not going to look back. So, thank you very much, Alpha. Yeah, guys. I'm here to tell you, it don't matter whether it's steroids or any kind of drug or any kind of issue. You got to know who you are. You got to know your morals, and there's some right's right, wrong's wrong, guys. I know a lot of people make a big deal out of gray, but right's right, wrong's wrong. And if call yourself a decent person, you need to put your foot down on what's right, and it don't matter what the issue is or what the subject is. And it's a lot of times when you stand up for what's right, it's rough for a while, but in the long run, it's always worth it. I promise you that. See here. See, when Mego made the Falcon and the Marvel superhero line, they used the old Planet of the Apes gorilla soldier bodies. Yes, they did. Yep. Yeah, I've seen pictures of that. They had the same hair on their back and the hairy on the hands. What he's talking about is the hair on their hands. They're called the beast hands, is what they were called. So yeah, no drugs, no moral talent. Yeah. See, feels better in the morning. Exactly. Yeah, I know. It has a few people. One of my live chats, I think it's the last one I did. Some people made fun of me. I got one of these wireless keyboards, and it's funky. And every once in a while, I'll think I'm doing something, and it's doing something totally else, something stupid. And I was in a big hurry that day, and it's funny how people just, you don't think I made a mistake? Come on, but I tell you what, guys, I know a good buddy of mine asked me this yesterday. By the way, Spike the Fox. So I think is that very video somebody gave a thumbs down, and Spike's like, "Oh man, you got a thumbs down." I was like, "Oh, I did," and I went back and looked at it and said, "Oh yeah, well, I got a whole bunch of likes too." And he's like, "Man, but you got a thumbs down." I'm like, "And I got it, dude. I was a professional wrestler 21 years." 17 years out of that, I was a heel. I got paid to piss people off, make them mad. F you, Taylor. And I used to get paid to spit chewing gum into people's hair. So if you get on here and if you don't like me for whatever reason, you give me a thumbs down or you make some snarky comment, you're probably going to make me laugh a little bit because, I mean, guys, I got a pretty tough skin. And the bottom line in this business, whether it's me, you guys, if you're doing anything worthwhile, you're putting your passion, your heart, and your feelings out here, and you're giving your all, there's going to be people that love it, and there's going to be people that hate it. That's how you know you're on the right track. Because I'm here to tell you, folks, if you're doing what your passion, your heart tells you to do, it's going to piss somebody off. Because you know why it pisses them off? Because they're mad. Because they're sitting on the couch not doing nothing. Too afraid to get. I'm not a. Know how many times I fail, guys? A lot. I feel a lot of things I do just don't work out the way the toy smuggler wants. And you know what? I keep moving forward. I learn from it. And if I suck at something 2 or 3 times, about the fourth or fifth time, I make it look pretty good. So that's how you learn, people. That's how you grow. If you want to be a better artist, keep drawing crappy crap. Sooner or later, it's not going to look like crap. Same way of painting, wrestling, doing the YouTube, whatever it is, and you're having a hard time doing it. My advice to you, if you love doing it, just keep doing it. Sooner or later, you're going to get better at it. It's just put it in the time, put in the hard work. And if somebody gives you a thumbs down, say, hey, you suck. Say thank you for your opinion and just keep on rolling. Don't let it hurt your feelings. Because I'm telling you, because 99% of the time, if someone is trying to put you down or say something negative about you, it's because they look in the mirror and they're not happy because they know they don't have no talent, or they got talent and they're too lazy to get off their butt and do it because they're afraid somebody might not like it. So, but I'm here to tell you, people, you just got to ignore those kind of people and surround yourself with people who care about you, who motivate you, and who push you and support you in life. Because boom, we've had an amazing chat tonight. A lot of great people's come on here. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care if 10 people pop up right now and say they hate this video. Well, we got 20 people that showed up tonight saying amazing, nice things on how much they love this channel. And I'm here to tell you, folks, that's what I care about. I'm making these things for these guys. And I want to thank every one of y'all for joining me tonight. I said we got a lot. Ireland is really popping on here. Awesome. Glad to see. Yeah, wireless keyboards. They're annoying. See, is very narrow. Yes, indeed. And what would be your wrestling Star Wars name? Darth Smuggler, Hulk Vader. I don't know. I kind of like Darth Smuggler. Darth Smuggler sounds pretty good. I like that one. See, taking a lifelong draw. Hey, any kind of art. It's life. You just got to say, this is who I am, and you're just doing it from now on. So thank you very much. Well, guys, we've been on here nearly an hour and a half. If anybody don't have any questions or anything else they want to ask me about, I guess I'm gonna give it just a couple minutes here. Like I said, unfortunately, Toylanta has been canceled. The library that I was doing the commercials for and doing I was teaching movie classes there. It also has closed for the rest of the month. So I'm getting some free time on my hands. So I guess I can get caught up on some stuff and everything. And unfortunately, but guys, just keep an eye out on the Toylanta Facebook. I'm sure Martin's going to, as soon as he gets the A-OK from the hotels and stuff, they're going to get together and set a date as soon as possible, and we'll have this show, and it's having a great time. See, have you met Stone Cold? Yes, I have met him before. Actually, most of the guys, when I started out, I was in a Smoky Mountain Championship Wrestling in the Southeast Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia area, and my wrestling coach was White Lightning Tim Horner. So he was my trainer, and I was wrestled Kane in the school. This is back when he was the Unabomber. Chris Jericho, Lance Storm, the Rock and Roll Express, all the Armstrongs. Only one I didn't meet in the Armstrong family was what's his name that went on to the WWF. What was his name? Heck, I can't even remember his name. Him and Billy Gunn was tag team partners. That's the only Armstrong that I didn't ever get a chance, because if I'm not mistaken, he was still in the Navy, I believe, when I was in Smoky Mountain. And when he came out, then he went straight to WWF at the time. I think something like that. That's how we missed each other and everything. But it's a great experience. I met a lot of great people. Got to meet Mr. Wrestling. Got the Mongolian Stomper. I got to wrestle him. I got it on videotape. It's a lot of cool, great stuff. See, Darth Smuggler. See, I am disappointed in your faith about toys. Deep breathing. But that's hilarious. But I'm hoping, guys. Tell me what you guys think. I hated that Toys R Us closed, but I've heard that a few of them are popping back up and stuff. And I'm hoping with Mattel coming back with the He-Man toys and Star Wars going down the Mandalorian path, and they're still going to the left field. But I got a lot of good hopes that Mattel. I can't honestly, guys. I can't wait to see a half a row full of He-Man stuff, and I hope they really take this line and bring us a whole new Castle Grayskull, new vehicles. But as long as they stay in that, I think that vintage style is the way to go. Even though I did like the 2002 cartoon, I love the figures was a little different, but they looked like He-Man figures, and the vehicles I wasn't very big on, and I never was a Matty collector. I just think I like the stuff, but it was just they're just way too much. I ain't spending $60 on a figure and just not doing it. So thank you, brother. You're out. I'm getting ready to sign off too, guys. Like I said, we've been here like an hour and 25 minutes. I want to thank everyone for joining me. This has been amazing. A lot of great discussion going on tonight. A lot of great people. And like I said, guys, the Toy Smuggler wouldn't be the Toy Smuggler if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you all so much. Just spread the word out on who I am. Please help me get some more subscribers. We're knocking on that 1,000 mark, and we're like I said, we're coming up on our 100th video. And like I said, and everything I do, guys, I will keep doing these live chats and keep you guys informed. Yeah, y'all taking it great. Love you guys. Y'all have a great evening and be safe this weekend. Don't get around nobody coughing. Catch you later, Toy Smuggler.